Hey Collective, this is a reading and channeled messages for what your dog would like you to know. I'm going to get started by pulling some cards and I'm going to use them just purely to give you an idea which dogs I could be connecting with because it is a dog deck. So that should give us some good examples so you'll know if this is the reading for you about what your dog would like to tell you. I am a psychic medium, but that doesn't mean that all the messages that I get are from people who have passed on or from pets who have passed on. I also get messages for people and pets that are very much alive and have long lives to live. So, and then after I give you the channeled messages, so I'll pull some cards to see which dogs we are talking about, and then I will give you the channeled messages. And then after that, I'll do a general reading that can give us some more insights into what someone's dog wants to tell them. So let's see which dogs I'm connecting with here. And also, when I get to the channeled messages, I have like this whole page of messages. So just know that, they are specific messages. They could resonate for more than one person, but also each one isn't going to be for you and your dog. So just take it out as it resonates, just like with human readings. Okay, so first out here, and like I said, I'm just using these for the pictures so that you can see if this is your dog. So we don't have to concentrate on what the message of the tarot card is. But so someone here's dog may look like this, maybe an older black lab or a mix. And then we also have no dog. It's just the Ace of Sky, which is I'm just taking that as a message. This is a psychic message that is coming to you for you and your pet. And then we have a Rottweiler here. And then I'm going to shuffle 2 more times just to see if there are any other dogs that we are connecting with here today. So we have like another little terrier type dog or a mix. It's turned away, so we can't really see its face. It kind of looks like Toto from The Wizard of Oz. And then we have this puppy here. Just kind of looks like a general puppy. I mean, if that dog is something specific to you, it could be, but it just looks like someone has a young puppy here. We've got poodle, white poodle in particular, but could be any poodle. And then we have a bulldog, and then like some kind of collie or maybe a retriever, and then up there is like another lab or it could be like a Vizsla, and then there is like a spirit dog here that looks a little bit wolf-like, so could be just take that if that symbolizes maybe a dog in spirit here, maybe for someone who has lost a pet at some point or another. So I'll leave these up here so you can kind of see who we're talking about during this reading. I'll try to make it so you can see everybody a little better. And then, like I said, I also have channeled messages that may give you a better indication of if this is your pet or not, because I have some specific names and things like that. So these are the channeled messages that I got when I was connecting with the energy of the viewers and their dogs. So I'm just going to start with the health stuff because there will be people that will find their way to this video and they will have a health concern or be kind of worried about something that's going on with their pet. So I wouldn't want to cause anyone like anxiety or suspenseful feelings about that. So we'll just get that out of the way first. And then, like I said, only take it if it resonates. So, if this resonates for you, these health messages, then you will have had an inkling before, or you will have some reason to believe that your dog is unwell. This wouldn't be for somebody who thinks everything's going fine. You have not thought that your pet is unwell in any way and they're just going on with their happy, normal life. Then just know that these messages aren't for you, but some of the other ones could be. So I heard, oh, and of course, I'm not a veterinarian, obviously, and this isn't meant to replace any kind of veterinarian advice. It's just to help you in whatever way it can. And if you need to see a vet, then you need to see a vet. So, with these, in regards to health questions, I would say that you should see a vet because I heard lumpectomy. So, before anyone gets worried about cancer, because whenever somebody hears lump, or to be honest, right, when anybody hears anything about their health or their pet's health, I feel like a lot of us just jump to cancer because, it's just a very, it's like a fear that a lot of people have. When we think about what's the worst case scenario with health, a lot of people think cancer first. So I do not feel that there was cancer surrounding whatever this lumpectomy is. There was an energy of actually just feeling very clinical, but not clinical in a bad way, just like it's something that can be taken care of. It's not too much out of the ordinary, or it's not something that would be unroutine to be performed by a veterinarian. So I feel that Spirit has delivered this message to you just to ease your mind that yes, maybe some kind of, procedure or surgical procedure may help your pet if it's been, like I said, if this is resonating for you, you would know. So if things have led you kind of in this direction before, then there is something that I feel is it's a fairly like easy fix. I don't think there's any reason to worry about your pet dying from this or anything. I just really did not get that sense around the lumpectomy, but still could be something that needs to be performed. So then I also heard possible angina. And it was interesting the way that this message came out because possible was like really, it's almost like if I saw it as letters, it would be like huge caps, all caps, possible angina. So again, if this is something that you have been thinking about, or you may think that your dog has some heart problems, then it'd be good to get them tested because angina is to do with the heart. So those are the only health messages that I had, I think. So again, just not to worry. There was not a heavy sense around these health problems. Like it's more of an affirmation that something may be going on, but to not be scared that this is going to be life-threatening or terminal. And I think there was something else that I meant to say about this. Let me think for just 1 second. Oh, it's that, if you have gone to a vet and you feel that your pet is still not acting their normal self, then I just wanted to put that out there. And I feel that Spirit feels that this is important to let you know that it's kind of just like with human doctors. You may have to see several doctors before you get to the specific thing or treatment that helps you because there's different specialists, and most people will have experienced if they have some kind of health issues that, it's not always the first doctor that fixes it. And if the first vet is able to, or the first doctor, that's great. But just, if you took them somewhere and you just feel like, I just feel like I didn't get all the answers that I needed, and I just feel like my pet is not acting themselves. Well, you are the expert on your pet and how they feel and how they communicate. So you may just need to kind of have a second opinion or seek out another vet. And probably many experienced pet owners will say when you have a dog or any other animal that, it takes a while sometimes to find the vet that is right for your family. But once that happens, it's wonderful because you always know where to go and you trust that person. So just an affirmation for some people out there. And so these are some of the lighter channeled messages that I got. Someone's dog is named Ollie, and there's another dog named Phoebe. Then I have this message that your dog has been barking at the neighbor as a warning. So, this is something your dog wants you to know because maybe they've been barking a lot and they want you to be understanding to their process. So, they've been barking at the neighbor as a warning, and it actually could be a warning to your neighbor. So sometimes dogs, even though they're separated by a fence, if your neighbor has another dog, or even if it's just a human, sometimes your dog may like accept that person or dog into their pack, even though they may never really see each other on the other side of the fence. So that could be going on, and maybe you have some like wildlife or something that is coming into your yard or coming into your neighbor's yard, and your dog is just trying to do its dog duty and warn everyone in the pack about some possible danger. So I didn't get like a real, sense of danger, like warning the neighbor about a break in or anything like that. It's more just like your dog wants you to understand that it feels that it is doing its dog duty to just let people know when something is there. It's kind of like from 101 Dalmatians when, the dogs needed to call Scotland Yard, so they all barked and it was going across the telephone line. That's the sense that I'm getting here. So then I heard that there may be a breed of dog that someone watching has that either has to do with Florence or Florentine. I feel like maybe there's like a Florentine Mastiff or something. So if that's you and your dog, or you know which breed I'm referencing, you could drop it in the comments. That'd be cool. Then I heard that there are some dogs eating something that is bad for its skin. So if your dog's been having some skin problems, maybe food could be the source. And then I heard cabbage. So maybe someone's dog is eating cabbage and that is maybe not good for them. So I just wrote like a little side note, like look up cabbage and dogs. And then the last message that I got for you, viewers, the last clairaudient message is someone's dog wants you to know it has hound in it, like a hound dog. So maybe you have a mixed breed or a mutt, and maybe it's young, like this puppy here. And so maybe you just don't know all the things that are in the dog, but the dog wants you to know that it has hound in it. And I was getting that it could be specific behaviors that go along with that breed. It may be something your dog wants you to know, or it could be something that that dog likes to do. So when I think of a hound dog, I know they like to track, or maybe they would like to hunt. There are like some working dogs out here as well. So, a working dog likes to work. I don't know specifically all the things that a hound dog would like to do, but maybe it just would like you to know, viewer, that it could feel more fulfilled if it could live out its, genetic duty or job. So, I also got a side message that just there could be health problems that are related with a hound dog. And I don't mean serious health problems, but each breed is prone to something, so just understanding that about your dog could help you know how to best care for it. Like hound dogs can be stinky just because it's just a hound dog thing. Or they might have like, maybe they need special attention to their ears, like you need to clean their ears a specific way or something like that. So again, not like a health warning or anything. It's just there is something that will help you to understand your pet better in its behaviors, or just how it is, if you were to know that it had a hound dog in it. So those are the channeled messages. So I'm going to get some general messages here for what your pet would like you to know. And I don't really know what to expect either. So let's just see what this connection with your dog brings, viewer. Okay, so we have a number 3 here, and it says, do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and excellent reputation. So it did come out in the reverse collective, and I'll show you this picture in case that resonates with any of you who are watching, because we are talking about the dog owner as well. So this could indicate that, let's see, recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. So I think that your pet here is trying to tell you, collective, that maybe you do not seem as happy as you could be in your work. Maybe there is a little bit of like your pet senses there could be like a work-life balance off. And again, it's important to remember that this is a message from your dog and they are dogs. And so sometimes, you know, pets have a hard time sharing the spotlight with anything else that you do, especially when people have been home all the time now. Like a lot of people work from home, and I think it's actually been a really great time for dogs and pets in general because they get to spend so much time with their humans. But they can get a little, you know, like anxious or jealous or whatever when you are doing your work. So that's just kind of the general message that I'm getting here, is that your pet could also, you know, be sensing if there is any stress in your work, because again, your pet maybe didn't see you all the time when you were at work, and so they didn't experience like your range of emotions or your schedule that you went through the day. So yeah, that's what I get from that. And then we have taking the next steps, which was in the upright. It's a number 2, and it says bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, and continue to move forward. So, I mean, you can also just take these as, you know, messages, just as they are, to take them however they resonate. But I'm kind of getting that maybe your pet could be like a little confused at this time, or maybe not confused, just that they're like, wanting to maybe spend some time with other people. Or maybe if you're quarantining, your pet is used to seeing like your family. I'm getting kind of like a brother vibe, or like BFFs vibe, or, you know, your schedule and things that you did were different then. So while I think that your pet is happy to spend a lot of time with you, they might be like, can we bring this party over here? Like, can we see our friends? So again, important to note that dogs are dogs. And so it kind of can just be helpful to think from this perspective right now during this time of quarantine or pandemic, that while there's a lot of good things for dogs, there's just like, it's also like really new. And just to kind of think about how your life was before. And so if your pet is having any kind of behaviors or something like that, it could be because they're just wondering why they can't depend on seeing that person all the time. Or, you know, if you used to go play golf every Saturday or something, like now you don't go, or whatever the case is. So maybe the dog could also just be getting a little bit lonely, just like the rest of us are. Even if you live with someone else, like it's still just the two of you. And so a lot of dogs are really social. They could be social with other dogs. Maybe they miss going to the dog park or some other type of activity that you did when the restrictions were not in place. So that's what I have for you, collective of dog owners. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you again soon.